All right, welcome everybody to session 5 of the first trial. This is a campaign set in the Forgotten Realms in the Kingdom of Impultor, and we rejoin our heroes, the group of war swords that are fully invested into getting through the labyrinth and not particularly getting along very well at the moment. I think we'll give
Except for
Aaron a
Carin.
chance to recap what's going on in our last session, and we'll jump right in.
So, the last session, we figured out how to open the magic door, and it ended up summoning everything that we said to
Hi, Dad.
door. And so we got sucked through the chamber with the vacuum. And at the end of the chamber, once we made it there, we found some random woman at the end of the chamber. So after we kind of like managed our way through the rats and the zombie and the skeleton, it started sucking us in like a vacuum, and we got like drugged through this hall. Some of us made it through somewhat safely, and the others not so much. Vanji lost his papers, and Ajal gave him back. And then we met this random woman at the end of the hall, the vacuum hall, who was stuck. Fang is pretty much unconscious, but also like somewhat conscious at the moment. We healed him up, and we're taking a short rest. And we got into an argument while Carin is exploring.
Excellent. Yeah, good recap. So yeah, we're going to kind of start up just at the very end of our session. Ajal, our paladin character, had cast darkness, and this engulfed the group. At least the Carin, of course, is still off and about at this point, but the rest of the group is engulfed in darkness. I remember Fang had tried to cast light again, which has no effect. Okay, so Fang as Fang tries to get another source of light, that does not work. So I believe we were back to I don't even recall the initiative order, so we might just start with Ajal. As you cast darkness, you had been standing just next to the woman when this happened, right? Go and make probably an insight check, because she grabs a hold of your arm, and she basically says something like, well, this is what she says, that please don't leave me in the darkness again. Okay. So her voice is, you can feel she's kind of shaking, her hands are shaking a little bit. And tell me what you get on your insight check.
I got a 16.
A 16 or a 15? Okay.
16.
So yeah, you can feel that she sounds scared or frightened, and a little bit of trembling. And I believe, Vanji had just cast fire just before you cast darkness, right?
Yeah, right towards
Perseus.
Jimmy. Forget his name, Perseus. It's only been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a day.
All right. So I think as far as actions, the order of action, let's just start with Perseus and then with Fang. Or was it Fang's turn?
I think it was Fang's turn, and I think it was me first, and then Vanji, and then Perseus, and then Fang. So we were at the last of it with Fang being final.
Okay. So Peter, for some reason you keep freezing up, and I muted you. So go ahead and unmute yourself when you're ready to tell us what you want to do.
I want to try to cast light again.
Okay, did you hear what I said about that?
I think it will actually work this time though. I don't know because I think because I had cast it that turn, that's why we couldn't do it. 'Cause it doesn't say anything about that. I looked into it.
Yeah, darkness, as long as you're concentrating and you want that darkness to be there, it'll be there.
Okay.
So yeah, I did look that up. Any one, as long as the duration, as long as you're able to concentrate, that darkness will be there, and anybody within that space cannot have light unless
Okay.
it's cast at a certain level, which is higher than I think Fang can cast it.
So I'll try to get out of the range of where the darkness is.
Okay. So I don't think I'll have you make a roll on that, but as you feel your way around, let's see, I think, yeah, because where you were positioned, you were sort of in between, at least initially, you were between Perseus and the rest, you know. So you want to move towards the wall, like the corner, or do you want to move away from that corner? Away from, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Fang, you're able to work your way out of that space, and you get back out. You can kind of see this wall of darkness, okay, in the corner where this group is, and that's assuming that you have that dark vision, right? So you can see in the dark, even in the natural darkness. Okay, so now we're back up to. I don't think Carin would even be able to hear anything at this point, but Carin, you were just heading back towards the rest of the party. Is that right?
I don't remember.
I think
I remember you had
she just passed the magic door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you passed the magic door and we're kind of working your way back towards the group. So we'll just assume you're still heading back.
Yeah, she went after that coin that kept moving.
Right. Okay, so back to Ejal, I believe, right? You're at the top of the order.
Guys, I don't want to fight. I just want us to talk about this civilly. I don't want us to be ending up killing each other. We're war swords. Let's keep this civilized, please. And that's all I'm going to do. I just want to ask that people walk out of the darkness and keep things civil.
I'm not afraid to seriously maim you.
And are you talking? Who are you
That's
talking
right.
to?
I'm talking to everybody.
I'm talking
just kinda shouting.
to Perseus and kind of Fang, even though he didn't really
Right.
do anything yet.
I'll come up with a compromise.
Okay, what is it?
If you cast darkness, if we get away from her and I discuss what happened to me, then I will stop.
She doesn't like being left in the dark.
We can.
I know that sounds stupid, but
No, I'm going to explain what we're going to do. I'll come up. Here's a way we could do that. Fang, you can cast light on anything as long as he stops concentrating. Correct?
Just cast it on her forehead.
I
I can take away the
was
dark-
gonna say
You'll
cast
Never
it
be
on
in
her
the dark
clothes.
again.
I was gonna say
Well,
cast it on her
yeah.
clothes.
if you want me to, I can take away the darkness.
Yes, but then
Yeah,
we have
she
to get
says-
away from her so I can explain it to you. Like what
Okay.
happened.
Okay, so
Okay, I'm okay
the
with
woman, she speaks up and she says, I can speak for myself and I'm terrified. Get me out of this darkness. I was in the dark too long. And she, you guys can make rolls if you want, but she seems to be thoroughly nervous or, frightened by this.
I got a 25 on my insight check.
Okay, just a second here. I'm trying to fix
Maybe
this.
get used to the darkness after a while, This isn't my first dungeon. I've been locked up in way worse.
All right, just 1 second here. So any other actions you guys want to take? You're talking there in the darkness. Fang, you're now outside of this, dark. You can hear them talking very well. Anything you want to say or?
I'm gonna go in and try to get the lady person out of the darkness.
Lady first.
All right, so Fang, just to find her,
I've never heard of that race.
you're going to have to make a perception check with disadvantage. Let us know if you want to just put it in the chat. You can what you roll on that thing, or unmute real quick. Okay. So Perseus, you can feel Fang kind of like bumping into you and, you know, feeling your hair, and you're like, what the? His hands are, you know, he's fumbling around in the darkness. Okay. Carin, I think by this point you're probably rounding that last corner as you're walking back to the group. So Carin, as you come around that last corner, you see at the end of the hallway, you see Fang standing. Well, no, you don't even see anybody at this point. You just see this shroud of darkness at the end of the hallway. Okay, what would you like to do, Carin? Carin, can you hear me?
Yeah. I kind of want to go back and keep exploring. But I should probably get back to my group. So I will walk up to them and be like, "What's up?"
But did you hear what I said? You actually come around the corner, you do not see any of your party. You can hear some voices, but you see a cloud of darkness.
Yeah, I just gonna assume the cloud of darkness is speaking. None of my friends are in it. I'm not that stupid.
Okay. Okay. All right, so you head back to the group. Ajal, we're back to you in terms of initiative order, if you're still in that.
I'm just gonna
What?
take away the darkness.
Delete the
No.
darkness.
And,
Yeah, there you go. Good job.
Okay. So the
and then
darkness
exit initiative
dissipates.
probably if no one attacks it. then
Sorry, we can't hear what you're saying.
It's no point.
Okay. All right, so the group is back together. You guys see Carin looks pretty wet, and you might notice like a leech or two on her boots or something. I'm not sure. If she can
No,
roll off.
I killed them all. There's not a single leech on me. Don't even think about it.
Okay. So you just see that she's kind of muddy and wet.
What happened to you?
What happened to you?
Long
heck?
story. No,
We have time.
nothing important. Not a big deal.
Okay.
There's a
Alright.
ghost in my room.
So the woman, she kind of moves over towards Carin, and she seems kind of relieved that, you know, it's light again. She says, you know,
That was back.
yeah, she seems to be
It's
kind of
me.
looking towards Carin as protection a little bit, and she's sort of staying away from the cleric.
I wonder
Prison.
why.
Yeah. So, yeah, and in case I forgot to tell you guys, the name of this woman, she didn't like keep that a secret, so I just want to introduce that so you guys know her name. Her name is actually Vani, not Vanji, but Vani. Okay. So Vani is her name, how she introduced herself, and she is, you know, basically asks the group like what she says, how can I get out of here? Can you help me?
We're gonna
As
discuss
long
that.
as
Hold on before we say
Squishy.
anything.
Yeah.
squishy
Before we
cleric
say
guy
anything,
does
who
it.
would like to stay with her while? So would anybody like to stay with her while I discuss anything, or are we just gonna leave her something so she has
Sure.
light?
I'll talk to her.
Okay, Okay, everybody who was in the skirmish, you come with me far away from her, back to the magical door. Okay, and I will
No.
discuss what happened.
All the
Okay.
way over there?
Why?
That's like a full
Why?
hike.
Because
I have my suspicions about her, as you can tell.
I
Yeah,
promised
I
him
kinda
would,
noticed.
So I'm gonna just follow him.
So let's go. Let's go. Everybody who was in that skirmish.
But why
Carin,
should I
you stay
listen
here,
to you
protect
if you're going
her.
to justify
Protect her.
whatever?
Okay, so now X amount of time has passed. We're at the match. Are we at the door yet? I'd say we were. Or are we gonna let Carin talk?
So who is going with the cleric to talk to him? Anybody?
I think everyone but Carin.
Vanji, and Ajal, I believe.
Okay.
I'm going to.
All right. So she looks a little bit kind of worried or nervous, and then starts talking to Carin as you guys walk away. And you're walking around the corner, is that correct? Or just up the
Yeah,
hallway?
we're going towards the magical door, enough away from her so she can't pry in on us.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we're all away from her, so I can explain everything. Remember when she said she is how she refused to admit how she got here, and she said she wasn't proud of it.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's
The way-
something awkward or
We've
embarrassing,
all
I
done
wouldn't be
dumb
proud to admit
things.
it either.
Okay, no, let me finish. The
Okay.
way she said it, it was very similar to a certain thing that certain people with abilities can do. It's called well, I don't know what it's called in D&D, so apologize for me. I'm going to use the version that I know how. Carin will actually understand this. Something, yes, charm speaking. That's basically the best way to describe it.
So you're saying she's a siren?
Yes, basically that's what I'm saying. Yes, I
She's a
basically
daughter
say
of
she is a
Aphrodite. I knew it.
Yes.
Well, okay, interesting.
I don't know what it's called in D&D terms, so I just had to use something I knew. So anyways, yeah, so she did that. And so you could see why I automatically went to attack
Okay, I have a
after
question
feeling
though.
that.
Were you charmed?
Almost.
that
Oh
makes
yes,
sense, actually.
yes, I was charmed. Definitely. I was charmed.
Well, I wasn't.
I literally can't imagine Vanjie being charmed.
Right, so
Me
back to
neither.
Carin,
I'm
what are
not
you
in this
talking about?
conversation. Okay.
You're not hearing this conversation, by the way, so you are unaware of
Yes.
anything they're saying. So
Just the voice in everyone's heads.
You're our conscience. That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, that would be
The voice inside our heads that commentates on everything.
Anyways, I'm talking to this lady. Do I have to roll or something, or can I just talk?
you don't have to roll unless you want to do something specific. Yeah, just whatever you want to say.
So I basically just asked her like to tell me more about herself, because didn't she say she couldn't remember, or like I don't remember really what she said at all.
She says,
So
my
basically
name
just asked her
is
to tell me about
Vani.
myself. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Her name is Vani. She describes how she's been in this dark corner for a very long time. And she was terrified because in the hallway, if she ever tried to find her way out, she could hear things moving, like she described as some kind of like animal was scurrying around in the hallway, and she was really scared of that. And she heard other things moving around in the hallway as well. She understood that she was put here as a punishment. And so she does seem to be kind of like reticent about what that was that caused the punishment. She's not talking about that yet, like specifically, but she seems to be somewhat ashamed or, unhappy about that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell her that first of all, I mostly trust her, but like if she ended up, I don't know, trying to kill someone in our group, it's 5 against 1, and I could, squash her with my thumb. So I warn her that, and then I say that we can't help her get out, but she'll have to go with us, because otherwise, like if we just send her out on her own in the maze, like she's gonna die really fast. So I tell her without asking anyone else in my group, I give her permission to come along with us. Yeah, that's what I say.
Okay. So back to the other discussion, the group, you guys, stuff you wanted to talk about.
So, are we in a group? Okay, so I'll come up with a compromise. If she tries anything on me or any of us again, we all have full permission to bash her head in, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Listen, man, just because someone doesn't tell you about their past doesn't mean that they're untrustworthy. A lot of us don't like talking about.
But there's a difference
things that have
between
been
being
done.
ashamed and feeling charmed.
I think I'm
And
confused.
feeling a magical and almost and feeling that you're trying to be a seduced, charmed. I don't know. All I know is that I felt something like she was trying to coerce me to believe her.
Okay.
So we're all in agreement. If she tries anything, I get to I get to bash her head in though. Okay.
And
You guys can help, but I get the finishing bow.
You
about
have to ask permission
anybody's
first because we both know you can
past.
jump to conclusion very quickly. And I know I'm not in this conversation
Okay.
still, but I'm just
So,
saying you can't just do it.
Since we're all in agreement, let's head back.
I say whatever Karen just said.
All right.
I didn't even
Never
get
ask about
started.
anybody's past. Never. You got that?
All right.
Okay.
So, Carin, you kind of see the group come back around the corner, walking back towards you, and they're still sort of talking a little bit back and forth, you know.
Okay, real quick before we go into anything else, I want to go up to Carin and whisper to her if she tries anything, help me bash her head in.
Okay, so you're going to go up and try and whisper that to Carin.
Yes.
You're calling dibs?
Okay. All right.
Hey, whatever.
Just 1 second here. I'm just going to see if she overhears this or not. I got to roll her perception. Okay. All right. So you whisper that into Karen's ear. And the rest, are you guys just going to head out of this corner then, the hallway?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna
So
let's leave
Carin,
already.
where did you go? Let's go there.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I don't really want to go there,
If it
but
involves
there is
water,
a token.
I'd rather not.
There is a token where I went.
Then let's
I
go.
hate it. I despise it with all.
Why do you hate it? It's a token. What can a token do
I
to
hate it
you?
with the fire of 1,000 suns.
We're gonna have to go there eventually.
Yeah.
Fang will be very happy if you give him a token.
Yes, that.
Fang is like a seagull. He likes shiny things.
All right. I say we go back to, gosh, I can't even remember which hall I went down. So yeah, let's just go. And then if we end up back there, then I'll know not to try and grab the token without being prepared to jump for your life unless being alive by leeches.
Oh, you got eaten alive. Oh, you almost got eaten alive by leeches. That sounds fun.
What? Did I say that?
Okay, so the group starts heading
Yeah, I don't
back
really want to talk about that.
out of this, corner, and you work your way out of the, the long hallways that kind of led you into this space. And so we are going to end this session because we're out of time, and we'll start another segment in just a moment. So see you soon.
Yeah.